How's it going, guys? Today I wanted to talk about the new improvements to the NCAA 13 Dynasty mode. So let's just jump right into it. The first thing that they kind of talked about was the studio updates that are being introduced, and I'm going to include what I think about ESPN bottom line too. If you look at my last video, I kind of bashed it. I thought it was kind of unnecessary, but I mean, now that I look at it, I mean, it's a cool feature. Like, they have upset alerts, so I mean, that it'll be cool to see number one or number two being upset while you're playing, and also like people in your conference, the game's going on because you'll be rooting against them and stuff like that. So now that I think about it, it's actually a pretty cool concept. So I'm glad they put it in. The next thing they introduced is triple threat athletes. This is all right for me. I feel like it'll make the athlete position when you recruit more valuable because usually at least when I draft an athlete and they can only play pretty much one position. Here they're saying they can play, quarterback, running back, wide receiver. So you have more versatility. So that's good. Next, and I think the biggest improvement that I saw was the recruiting enhancements and player scouting and such. I think we can all agree that Dynasty needed a major rehaul in recruiting. The phone calls, the randomness element to it was just it got old really quick. So I'm kind of disappointed they didn't do more, but at least they did something to make it more enjoyable because I don't know about you, but many times I draft or recruit, sorry, a 4 or 5 star athlete and they just come in with like a terrible overall and just be useless to the program. So now that you can actually see some of the ratings and you can know that recruiting this certain prospect will be worth it, I think it really improves on Dynasty as a whole. Also, go along with recruiting, they included something called breakthrough interest. I'm not really exactly sure what this is. I think it just means that it's easier to get a recruit or to be in a recruit's top 10, which I think is good for recruiting also because before you had to find like the perfect athlete who wasn't in your top 10 and you just had to like work with him for weeks on weeks to finally break him into the top 10 and it was just kind of frustrating. So I think they're making that more easier. And finally, they included Dynasty website enhancements, which I think I used the website maybe once, so maybe I'll use it more that they're fine tuning it and such, but honestly, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Some of the things I think they missed is the 85-man roster. Everybody's been wanting this for years now. Just give us all the players that can be on the team. Also, going back to recruiting, I think they could have done more, or they should. It just needs a major overhaul. They're making good improvements, but I think for next year they need to do something big as well. And finally, here's a list of things that I kind of hope that they can put in next year's game or later on down the line. College game day. It'd be fun to see Lee Corso and the crew in front of like a stadium for a big game. Um, Spring games. It'd be awesome if you could play with your new recruits. I think a lot of people have wanted this, and like you could just see how other recruits are, and I think it'd be awesome. I think it's what recruiting really needs. So they should definitely try to put that in. And finally, neutral game sites. It's not like on my top 10 list or anything, but it'd be cool if they could try to fit it in. So, anyways, just leave your thoughts on the upcoming NCAA 13 Dynasty, what you think, if you're going to get the game, if you're going to play it, and also who you're going to play it as. So, if you guys could, give a like and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.